$2 billion. That's not a tech unicorn. Not a Fortune 500 acquisition. That's one woman, one tour, one strategy. Taylor Swift didn't just break the music industry. She rewrote the entire playbook. The Eras Tour became the highest-grossing concert tour in human history, generating over $2 billion in ticket sales from North America alone. But here's what nobody's talking about. This wasn't luck. This wasn't just talent. This was a calculated business empire disguised as a pop concert. And the way she built it? Pure genius. Let's rewind to 2022. Taylor Swift had a problem. Actually, she had several problems. Her master recordings were owned by someone else. The music industry had burned her. Twice. Most artists would have given up. Taylor did the opposite. She launched the most ambitious tour ever conceived. 152 shows. 21 months. 5 continents. But calling it a tour misses the point entirely. 17 March 2023. Glendale, Arizona. The Eras Tour kicks off. Ticketmaster had already crashed months earlier trying to handle presales. Demand was so insane that the site buckled under the weight of 14 million users. Politicians literally held hearings about it. Average ticket price through Ticketmaster: $254. Resale prices: thousands, sometimes tens of thousands for a single seat. Swift announced 27 shows initially for the US leg. The demand was so overwhelming she doubled it to 53 shows. And people still couldn't get tickets. Here's where the business masterclass begins. Most artists tour to promote an album. Taylor promoted her entire catalog. 10 albums. 17 years of music. 44 songs per night. A 3-hour spectacle that wasn't a concert. It was a retrospective. A greatest hits collection performed live across distinct eras of her career. The branding was surgical. Each era had its own aesthetic, costume changes, stage design. Fans dressed up as their favorite album. Social media exploded with content. Free marketing. User-generated hype. The cultural phenomenon built itself. But Swift wasn't relying on ticket sales alone. Merchandise became a revenue monster. Custom era-specific clothing, jewelry, collectibles. Lines stretched for hours before shows. Fans spent hundreds on merch before even entering the venue. Those sales, separate from the $2 billion in tickets. Then came the theatrical release. 13 October 2023. Taylor Swift The Eras Tour movie hits theaters. Traditional studios wanted distribution rights. Swift said no. She went directly to AMC Theaters. Cut out the middleman. Negotiated her own terms. Opening weekend: $92.8 million. The highest grossing concert film ever. Not adjusted for inflation. Ever. She kept more of the profits because she controlled the distribution. Meanwhile, something else was happening. Streaming numbers for her music increased nearly 80% in the weeks after the tour launched. People weren't just attending shows. They were studying the setlist, reliving the experience, introducing friends to deep cuts from albums they'd never heard. The tour became a discovery engine for her entire back catalog. Cities literally rebrand themselves. Glendale, Arizona temporarily became Swift City. Mayors gave her keys to cities. Local economies saw massive boosts. Hotels, restaurants, transportation all benefited. Economists started measuring the Swift effect on regional GDP. One tour was moving economic needles nationwide. Here's the hidden genius. While other artists were fighting streaming services, and complaining about low payouts, Taylor turned the entire system into her promotional machine. The tour drove streaming. Streaming drove cultural relevance. Cultural relevance drove more tour demand. A perfect feedback loop. And she owned it all. By 2024, the tour had expanded internationally. South America, Asia, Australia, Europe. Every market saw the same frenzy. The same economic impact. The same sold-out stadiums. 152 shows total before concluding. Each one a business case study in maximizing lifetime customer value. But the real power move. Throughout this entire tour, Swift was re-recording her old albums, taking back ownership of her masters. The tour gave her the financial independence and cultural leverage to do it. By 2025, she revealed she now owns all of her music. Complete creative and financial control. Think about the strategy here. Most artists speak with one album cycle. Taylor created a business model where her entire career became the product. Every era reinforced the others. New fans discovered old albums. Old fans reconnected with new material. The Eras tour wasn't nostalgia. It was a masterclass in brand architecture. She didn't segment her audience. She unified them. Swifties from different generations, different albums, different eras all came together. Teenage fans stood next to parents who would followed her since 2006. Multi-generational appeal translated to massive market reach. Compare this to traditional touring models. Artists release an album, tour for 12 to 18 months, then disappear to make the next record. Swift flipped it. She toured her legacy while simultaneously building new IP through re-recordings and cultural moments. The business lessons here are staggering. Own your IP. Control your distribution. Build multiple revenue streams. Turn customers into evangelists. Create feedback loops between products. Don't just sell tickets. Sell an experience. Sell a movement. The numbers speak for themselves. Over $2 billion in gross ticket sales. Nearly $93 million from the concert film. Uncounted millions in merchandise. Streaming revenue increases. Brand partnerships. Economic impact estimates exceeding $5 billion when you factor in indirect effects. One tour. One artist. The biggest live entertainment venture in history. And here's the kicker. Taylor Swift did this while fighting the music industry establishment. While re-recording 6 albums. While directing her own concert film. While maintaining creative control over every aspect of her brand. She proved you don't need a label to own your success. You need strategy. You need vision. You need the courage to bet on yourself when everyone says it's impossible. The Eras tour ended, but the empire it built. That's just getting started. Swift showed every entrepreneur, every creator, every business owner exactly how to turn passion into profit. How to build legacy while generating revenue. How to create value that extends far beyond the product itself. This wasn't just a tour. It was a $2 billion business masterclass taught in stadiums across the world. And if you are building anything, you need to study this playbook. Because what Taylor Swift accomplished isn't just music history. It's business history. If this breakdown showed you a new way to think about building empire, hit that subscribe button. We dive deep into the business strategies behind the world's biggest success stories. Real numbers. Real strategies. Real results. Don't miss the next one.